In earlier lecture we discussed closed set and some of the theorems. Any subset A of a topological space X is said to be a closed if the set X minus A is open. So whenever the complement of A is open, then we say that the set A of a topological space X is closed set. Now we discuss next theorem. Before that, remarks: if Y is a subspace of X, then a set A is closed in Y. If A is subset of Y, and if A is closed in subspace topology of Y. Second remark, this is one of the important remark: open sets in subspace of Y of X. So here Y is subspace of X, and open sets in that Y is the set of all intersections of open sets of X with Y. Means suppose U is open in X, then U intersection Y is equals to the open sets in the subspace of Y. Next theorem: let Y be a subspace of X, then a set A is closed in Y if and only if it equals the intersection of a closed set of X with Y. Suppose Y is a subspace of X. Here X is a topological space. See figure 7.1. Here X is topological space, Y is its subspace. Then a set A is closed in Y, means A is subset of Y. So any subset A which is closed in Y, if and only if this A equal to the intersection of closed set of X. Let C be the closed set of X. So this A equals to the intersection of closed set C of X with Y. So intersection. So it means A is equal to the intersection of C and Y, that is C intersection Y is equals to this A. So in this case we say that A is closed, where C is closed in X and Y is subspace of X. So we prove this theorem in two ways. First we assume A is closed in Y and prove it equals intersection of closed set of X with Y. Second, we assume A equals intersection of closed set X with Y and show A is closed in Y. So let's have a proof. So to prove the theorem, we refer this figure 7.1 and figure 7.2. So let's have a proof. Assume that A is equals to C intersection Y. Here A is equals to C intersection Y. We are assuming this part first. A equal to the C intersection Y, where C is closed set of X. So in figure also you can see A is nothing but intersection of set C and Y, where C is closed in C is closed in X and Y is subspace of X. Now our claim is to show A is closed set. So assume A is equal to C intersection Y, where C is closed in X. Then as C is closed in X, then by definition complement of C in X, that is X minus C, is open in X. X minus C is open in X. So that X minus C intersection Y is open in Y, because Y is subspace of X and open sets in Y are the intersection of open sets in X with Y. So using that remark, second remark, X minus C is open, so intersection of X minus C with Y is the open set in subspace Y of X. So therefore by definition of subspace topology we obtained this. So but X minus C intersection Y x minus c intersection y is equals to y minus a, is equals to y minus a. So for this, we here x minus c from this whole topological space. Suppose if we omit this closed set c, closed set c of x, if we omit this rectangle c, then what remains? We remains only this rectangle y, excluding this small unshaded portion, which is equals to y minus a. So that's why x minus c intersecting with y is equals to y minus a. But x minus c is open set in x, and y is also, y is a subspace of x. So that's why y minus a is open in y, because definition of subspace, every open set in a subspace is of the form that is intersection of open sets in x with y. So intersection of open set in x is x minus c, with intersection y it gives y minus a. So by definition of subspace topology, this is a open set. So hence y minus a is open in y. So by definition of closed set, a is closed in y, as its complement in y is open. That's why a is closed in y. So here we assume a is equal to intersection of closed set c in x with y, and showed a is closed in y. Now conversely assume that a is closed in y. Here we are assuming a is closed in y. So for this we refer this figure 7.2. A is closed set in y. Then y minus a is open in y by definition of closed sets. Whenever a is closed in y, then its complement is open. So therefore by definition of subspace topology, again using that remark, y minus a is equals to u intersection y. Any open set in a subspace is equals to the open set in x with y, their intersection of open set in x with y. So here u is open, so as u is open, then x minus u is closed in x, and hence x minus u intersect with y. So from this whole x, if we omit this u, here u is unshaded portion is u, x minus u, if we omit this, then what remains? We remains this shaded portion, and it, if we take intersecting with this shaded portion with x minus u intersecting with y, y means this rectangle. So here x minus u is this shaded portion, and if we take its intersection with y, then it remains only this a. So from this whole shaded portion, if you omit this portion like this, then it gives only a. So x minus u intersection y is equals to a, so that a equals the intersection of closed set of x with y, because as u is open in x, x minus u is closed sets. So intersection of closed set with y is equals to a. So this proves the converse part. So this is one of the important theorem. Whenever y is subspace of x, then any closed set in y can be represented as intersection of closed sets of x with y. So we use this theorem to prove next statements. So remark, a set A that is closed in the subspace y need not be closed in the larger space x. So any set which is closed in subspace topology need not be closed in its larger topology. Let y be a subspace of x. If A is closed in y and y is closed in x, then A is closed in x. Now next, closure and interior of a set. Given a subset A of topological space X, then the interior of A, which is denoted by int of A, is defined as union of all open sets contained in A. So interior of A is defined as union of all open sets contained in A. That is interior of A. This is notation for interior of A. Interior of A is equals to union of the set U belongs to tau such that U belongs to A, and U is open set, where U is open sets which is contained in A. The interior of A is denoted by this, and interior of A is open set. So interior of A is always open set. Interior of A is contained in A. Interior of any set is contained in that set itself. If A is open set, then A equals to interior of A. So interior of any open set A is A itself. Suppose if you have to find interior of one set, then that interior of open set is that set itself. Next definition, closure set. Let A be a subset of topological space X. Then we define the closure of A as the intersection of all closed sets containing A. The closure of A is what? Intersection of all closed sets containing A. Closure of A is denoted by CLA or by bar A, which is pronounced as closure A. So remember this, interior of A is contained in A and A is contained in closure of A. A bar is closed sets, as interior of A is open set. Similarly here, closure of A is closed sets. Furthermore, if A is closed, then A is equals to closure of A. So closure of any closed set is that set itself. For example, let X is equals to R and A is equals to open interval 0, 1. Then closure of A is equals to close interval 0, 1. So this closure of A must contains your A also. So this close interval should contains set A also, open interval 0, 1. Here X is a topological space R. Next theorem. So remember here, if closure of A contains A is contained in closure of A, and interior of A is contained in A, and A is contained in closure of A. Remember this relation. Let's move to next theorem. Let Y be a subspace of X and let A be a subset of Y. Let A bar denote the closure of A in X. Then the closure of A in Y equals to closure of A intersection with Y. Here Y be subspace of X and A is any subset of Y, and A bar denotes the closure of A in X. Then closure of A in Y, that equals to the closure of A intersect with Y. So this we have to prove. So we know that closure of A is closed sets. So let A bar is closure of A in X, so that A bar is closed in X, that A bar is closed in X. Thus by theorem, whatever we proved in earlier theorem, closure of A intersection Y is closed set. Closure of A intersect with Y is closed set in Y. Because A bar is closed in X, so that A bar is closed in X. That's why by theorem we proved earlier it can be represented as intersection of closed set A bar of X with Y. So this intersection is also closed. Since A is containing closure of A intersection Y, and by definition of closure of A in Y, so here we denote closure of A in Y, we adopt this notation A suffix Y, its bar. So by definition of closure of A in Y, closure of A in Y, here we noted this as A suffix Y bar. So by definition of closure of A in Y, this AY bar equals the intersection of all closed subsets of Y containing A. Thus we have closure of A in Y, that is AY bar is containing A bar intersection Y. Remember here this A bar denotes the closure of A in X, this AY bar denotes the closure of A in Y. So here we have given A bar is closure of A in X, and we know that it is A bar is closed in X. So as A bar is closure of A in X, that's why A bar is closed in X. So whatever proved in earlier theorem, it implies A bar intersection Y is closed set in Y, and since A is containing closure of A intersection Y, and by definition of closure of A in Y, and by definition closure of A in Y equals the intersection of all closed subsets of Y containing A, we have closure of AY bar, closure of AY is containing closure of A intersection with Y. We know that closure AY is closed in Y because this is a closure of A in Y, and closure of any set is closed. So that's why closure of AY is closed in Y. Hence by same theorem, closure of AY is equal to C intersection Y, where C is some closed set in X. Which theorem used? Whatever we earlier proved, whenever Y is subspace of X, then any set, any closed set A is equal to the intersection of a closed set of X with Y. So here closure AY is closed sets, which can be represented as intersection of closed set C in X with Y. So using that theorem, but since A is containing closure of AY, this implies A is containing C intersection Y, because closure of AY is equals to C intersection Y. This implies A is containing C. This implies A is containing C and A is containing Y. So as A is containing C intersection Y, this implies A is containing C or A is containing Y. Thus we get a closed subset C of X containing A. So here C is a closed subset of X. So we get closed subset C of X which contains A. Because closure A is the intersection of all such closed sets, then we conclude that closure of A is contained in C. So as closure of A is contained in C, this implies closure of A intersect with Y is contained in C intersection Y, but value of C intersection Y is closure of AY. So that's why closure of A intersecting with Y is containing closure of AY. So here we obtain closure of AY is containing intersection of A bar intersection Y, and here we obtain A bar intersection Y containing closure of AY. So using these two inequalities, using these two relation, we say that closure of A in Y, that is AY bar, is equal to A bar intersection Y. So hence we prove the closure of A in Y equals the A bar intersection Y. This proves the theorem. So the definition of closure of set does not give any convenient way for actually finding the closures of a specific set, because the collection of closed sets in X, like the collection of all open sets, and it is usually become much too big to work with. So now we discuss next theorem, but before that we should know what it means whenever we say A intersect B. What does it means? So before that we should know the meaning of this. So let's introduce the new terminology. We can say that a set A intersects a set B. We can say that a set A intersects a set B. This means the intersection of A and B, that is A intersection B, is non-empty. Whenever we say that two sets are intersecting, it means their intersection is non-empty. So let's have the theorem. Let A be a subset of the following topological space X. Then X belongs to closure of A if and only if every open set U containing X intersects A. Statement B. Supposing the topology of X is given by a basis, then X belongs to closure of A if and only if every basis element B containing X intersects A. So let's prove statement A and statement B. We know that if P implies Q, then its negation becomes negation of Q implies negation of P. Means suppose if there is statement P implies Q, then we can write it as also not Q implies not P. Same terminology we use to prove statement A. To prove statement A, we will prove that X does not belong to closure of A if and only if there exists an open set U containing X does not intersect A. So proving this statement is similar to proving the statement A. So it is straightforward. If X does not belong to closure of A, then we have U is equals to X minus closure of A, and U is which is a open set containing X, which is a open set containing X and does not intersect A. So it is straightforward. Conversely, assume if there exists an open set U containing X which does not intersect A, then it implies the set X minus U is closed, as U is open in X, so X minus U is closed set which contains A. By definition of the closure of A, the set X minus U must be containing closure of A, because A is containing, we know that A is containing closure of A and X minus U is closed set containing A. That means X minus U is containing A, and as A is containing closure of A, that's why X minus U must contain closure of A. Therefore X does not belong to closure of A. This implies X does not belong to closure of A. Statement B. So supposing the topology of X is given by a basis, then X belongs to closure of A if and only if every basis element B containing X intersects A. So in every open set U containing X intersects A, so every basis element B containing X intersects A because B is open set. Conversely, if every basis A, then so does every open set U. So as every basis element A, then the every open set U containing X, because U contains basis element that contains X. So this both the proofs are simple. Just use the definition and some results which are discussed earlier. Now some of the mathematicians use some special terminology here. They shorten the statement U is open set containing X to the phrase U is neighborhood of X. So let's have definition of neighborhood of X. Set U is neighborhood of X if U is an open set containing X. So here we say that X has neighborhood U if U is an open set containing X. Let's have some remark. If A is subset of the topological space X, If A is the subset of topological space X, then X belongs to closure of A if and only if every neighborhood of X intersects A. So if A is subset of the topological space X, then X belongs to closure of A if and only if every neighborhood of X intersects A. Means neighborhood of A intersect A means their intersection is non-empty. It means their intersection contains at least one point. Let's have some example. Suppose X is equals to R and A is equals to half open interval 0, 1. Then closure of A is equals to close interval 0, 1. So closure of set means closure of A means here it is defined by the intersection of all closed sets containing A. Here A is containing this interval, and this interval is equal to the intersection of all open sets in R. Closed sets in R which contains A. If B is equals to the set 1 by n such that n belongs to Z plus, means n is natural number, then closure of B is equals to 0 union B. So as n tends to infinity, it goes to 0, and for n is equals to 1, it is 1. So this set is bounded set, and it is a here 0 is not included but 1 is included in this set. So then I mean to say 0 is a lower bound, 1 is upper bound, but lower bound does not belong to B, but upper bound belongs to this set. Then closure of this set B is equal to the intersection of all closed sets which contains B. So if we take intersection of all closed sets, then it is equals to the singleton 0 union B, and if you check, this B is containing here, B is containing closure B. Next example, C is equals to singleton 0 union open interval 1, 2. Then closure of C is equals to the intersection of all closed sets which contains C, which gives singleton 0 union close 1, 2, and it contains C, as 0 is containing 0 and open interval 1, 2 is containing close interval 1, 2. Similarly, closure of Q, here Q is set of rational number is R, set of real number. Similarly, closure of Z plus is equals to Z plus itself, and closure of R plus is equals to singleton 0 union R. Next example, consider the subspace Y is equals to half open interval 0, 1 of the real line R. Then the set A equals to open interval 0, 1 by 2 is a subset of Y. So as A is containing Y, so that's why A is subset of Y. So its closure in R is the set close interval 0, 1 by 2, and its closure in Y, that is AY bar, and its closure in Y is the set closure of closed interval 0, 1 by 2 intersect with Y. By using that theorem, whatever we proved earlier, closure in Y is equals to the A intersect with closure of A intersect with Y. We already proved this. The closure of A in Y equal the closure of A intersect with Y. So here closure of A is close interval 0, 1 by 2 which intersect with Y. So that's why closure of A in Y is equals to close interval 0, 1 by 2 intersection Y. And as Y is equals to half open interval 0, 1, so intersection of these two intervals is half open interval 0, 1 by 2. Now let's have some examples from exercise. Show that if A is closed in Y and Y is closed in X, then A is closed in X. So here A is closed in Y. So by definition of closed sets, Y minus A is open. Here Y is closed in X. This implies X minus Y is open. And we know that union of, okay, we'll discuss here solution. A is closed in Y. This implies Y minus A is open in Y by definition of closed set. And there is some U open set in X. So here we are supposing U is any open set in X. So as U is open in X, this implies X minus U is closed sets where U intersection Y is equals to Y minus A. So here we choose an open set U from X such that U intersection Y is equals to Y minus A. So how this occurs? Because open sets, because the intersection of open set in X with Y represents open set in Y. So whenever Y is subspace of X, so here Y is subspace of X, so Y minus A is open in Y. That's why open set U in X intersection with Y represents an open set in Y. So that's why U intersection Y is equals to Y minus A. Therefore X minus U is closed in X. Why it is closed? Because U is open in X. Since A is closed in Y, that's why A is contained in Y. So whenever we say some set is open in X, some set is open in Y, then it means that set is contained in Y or X. Okay. So as A is closed in Y, this implies A is contained in Y. So as A is contained in Y, we have Y intersection X minus U. Y intersection X minus U. This is equals to Y intersection X minus Y intersection X. But Y is subset of X. That's why intersection of Y intersection X is Y minus Y intersection U. So here we obtain Y intersection U is equals to Y minus A. So Y intersection U is equals to Y minus A. That's why this is equals to Y minus A, which is equals to A. Which is equals to A. And we just proved in first of this video, here Y is subspace of X and X minus U is closed set in X. So if we represent any set which represent this, any closed set in X intersection with Y represents a closed set A in Y. This we proved. So what we proved, let Y be a subspace of X, then any set which is closed in Y can be expressed as intersection of closed set of X with Y. Or whenever we take intersection of closed set of X with Y, then it gives some closed set A in Y. This we proved. And here also X minus U is closed in Y. We take this intersection of closed set with Y, which gives A. So using that theorem, this A is closed in Y. Sorry, this A is closed in X. So this is the solution. Next, show that if U is open in X and A is closed in X, then U minus A is open in X and A minus U is closed in X. So what they given here, they are given U is open in X. This implies X minus U is closed, and they given A is closed in X. So this implies X minus A is open. Then we have to prove U minus A is open in X and A minus U is closed in X. So let's prove. Since A is closed in X, this implies X minus A is open in X. We have U intersection x minus a. We are taking this intersection, so this is equals to u intersection x minus u intersection y. But u is open in x, this implies u is subset of x. That's why intersection of u with x is u itself. So this is equals to u minus u intersection a, which is equals to u minus u intersection u minus a. So this is equals to u minus u here is intersection u minus a, which is equals to u minus a. But here u is open in x and x minus a is also open in x, and intersection of open set is open by definition of topology. So that's why u minus a is also open in x. So therefore by definition of topology u minus a is open in x. Now since u is open in x, this implies x minus u is closed in x by definition of closed sets. Thus we have a intersection x minus u. Here a is closed in x and x minus u is closed in x. So here we are taking intersection of two closed sets, which is equals to a intersection x minus a intersection u. This is equals to a intersection x minus a intersection u. But a is closed in x, this implies a is subset of x. That's why this intersection is equals to a minus a intersection u as it is, which is equals to a minus a union a minus u. So which is equals to a minus u. We know that close intersection of two closed set is closed. So here a is closed, x minus u is also closed in x. That's why a minus u is also closed in x. So this proves the example. So in this lecture we discuss closure set and interior of set and some of the important properties. Let's recall the properties. So first property we discuss, if y is a subspace of x, then any set A which is closed in y can be expressed as intersection of closed set of x with y. Then we discuss, if y is subspace of x, then if A is closed in y and y is closed in x, this implies A is closed in x. Also here we discuss two important definition, closure set and interior of set. So the closure of A, where A is a subset of topological space X, can be defined as intersection of all closed sets containing A, and closure of A is denoted by A bar. Remember that A is containing A bar. Next we define interior of set A. So interior of A, where A is subset of topological space X, can be defined as union of all open sets contained in A. And remember that interior of A is contained in A and closure of A contains A. This is the difference. So whenever A is open, then interior of that open set is that set itself. Whenever A is closed set, then closure of that set A is A itself. So these things we have discussed. Also we discuss neighborhood. So neighborhood means any open set containing X, that is any open set containing X is said to be neighborhood of X. These things we have discussed. So in next lecture we discuss some of the examples and next limit points. Thank you.